And Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. A couple of years ago, I told you about how technology was killing our superheroes. Well, now I'm here to tell you how technology is killing our food supply, namely cows. Earlier this month, an Austrian company announced that they were giving cell phone technology to cows. So now the cow can text its owner whether it's taking a sick day, whether it's lost, or whether it's found the next cow caverns. Think about it. We know how bad technology can be, and there's a more prurient side to this company, because they're not simply interested in how well the cows are, they're interested in when they're in heat. Now, they say it's just because they want to know when their time is to procreate to increase the cow population. But that said, I'm just hoping that this does not become about cow porn. Okay? My speech now is not about cow porn. It is about how dangerous technology is for the food supply. Think about texting and driving, right? We know it's wrong. Well, what happens if cows text and drive? It's just as bad. All right? Just as many accidents. Go back a couple hundred years. How did cows get from Texas to Montana and back? Well, they did it through cattle drives, right? If you saw the movie City Slickers, it was about going out and doing a cattle drive. Well, think about if cows had this ability to text while they were driving back then. Another example of what would happen if a cow, not paying attention, ran into a fence, okay? Or another one had an accident with a car or a truck. You see, it's just disaster. It's so bad that we've come up with a new emoticon for cows. They crash, they're upside down, and it's like an ow instead of a moo, right? Anybody listen to the news a couple weeks ago? There was an earthquake in New Zealand. Well, those 3 cows got stranded during that earthquake because, again, they were too busy texting, not paying attention to their surroundings. The earth disappeared on all sides from them, and they were stranded here for 24 hours until the farmer, they didn't think to text the farmer to tell them that, hey, we're stuck. They were busy, texting amongst their friends, and the farmer had to go out and see these 3 cows standing up on that's like a butte now, I guess, and he had to dig out a trench to get them down. It's not just cows, though, that are being affected by technology. Tater and Tot, if anybody remembers last week, those were the last 2 turkeys pardoned by President Obama. They had a Twitter feed. Turkeys gobble, they don't tweet. So what's that going to mean for the food? I went to Waterloo last Tuesday, and then again this weekend I noticed in the sky geese flying north. This is not the season for geese to fly north. They are supposed to be flying south for the winter. Why were they flying north? Their GPS, the goose positioning system, was all fouled up. There have been reviews on Google Home, so one of Google's little assistant, and they haven't been all pleasant. They're pointing out a bunch of failings, and so I got to thinking, what's going to happen if you have Google Home and you give it to your cows. So this is what I'm thinking happens.
Sorry, I don't understand, but I'm learning more every day. You would like information on moving? Sorry, I don't understand. I'm learning more every day.
But now think about what would happen if you had Amazon Echo.
Your tail is stuck in the barn door? I'll let Mrs. A know right away.
So again, technology is going to mess up our food supply. Cow is going to be thinking that it can simply contact a farmer and all will be well. Well, if the technology cannot communicate to the farmer, what's going to happen? So please be aware that when you hear about technology, do not apply it to livestock. Keep technology where it belongs, in the hands of teenagers. Thank you.